welcome to another edition of CantoNews from Exile, the only podcast in the world whose mission it is to make Cantonese a world language. And not with me in the studio today, but on a different continent, I have the illustrious and really fun, interesting student from near my village in Hong Kong, ah-Dak. Right? Were you ah-Dak?
I was ah-Dak, yeah.
Excellent. Where do you live now in Exile?
In Exile, I am in upstate New York, in the wine country of the Finger Lakes.
It's wine country and snow. How do they go together?
Surprisingly well, because although it's snowy for a good portion of the year, it also gets rather hot in the summer. And there are some microclimates here where grapes actually grow very well.
Ha! Who knew?
Right?
Right?
Right.
So now, of course, we won't sully and demean this podcast by speaking any Mandarin. But did you know that in Mandarin, white wine and Cantonese white wine are two different things?
Yes, let me see. Well, in Cantonese, it's Exile.
But I mean, they're two different drinks.
Right. Oh, two different drinks.
Yeah. Did you know?
I don't think I did.
Well, Cantonese, but because Cantonese is in Hong Kong, so it's been gentrified somewhat. So white wine is literally white, and then Dow, which is any alcohol, bak Dow. Then you get a bottle of white grape wine. But in Mandarin, especially in the mainland, bak Dow is Chinese rice wine. That's so awful that you can't be in the same room if it's opened.
Having had it, I agree.
It's the worst, isn't it?
It's terrible.
So terrible.
But I have to say, I don't like Baijiu either. So
yeah. On normal white wine. So you're still on the Exile?
Oh yes, I love my Exile.
Yeah. What do you drink there? What is the real? Is it lager?
Yes, and it's an American lager, believe it or not, but it has been brewed since the 19th century. It is now in the 6th generation of the family that founded it, original German immigrants. So it's a German-style lager, brewed in Pennsylvania, and that standard beer, Yingling.
Oh, sounds like Chinese.
Pronunciation in German, it would be Jüngling.
Oh, great. Also youngling, also like a young person, a youth.
Yes.
Right. A male youth, really.
Correct.
Ha! Who knew? Well, now I can come there with the impunity, because I have to say, last time I was there, I did wrinkle my nose a little at the lager.
Oh, no, we don't. I don't think we drink any other than the Yingling, any mainstream American lagers. There are a lot of what they call microbreweries in this region, but very few of them, well, they don't brew to my tastes. They have a couple of beers which are actually pretty decent, but the newest rage is IPAs, India Pale Ales, which I do not like.
Don't get me started. I think beer should be see-through, so it shines like amber in the afternoon sun.
There we go.
But I wanted to talk about something important in grammar actually today. But suddenly we're talking about alcohol right away, right? So screw that now. But you said something interesting earlier. You said fucking young, right? So yes. Remember, and a lot of people do that because they remember something I said while stabbing them with a pen, that you don't use high to be before an adjective. And in English, of course, Fukinyan, which is someone from Fujianese. Mm-hmm. Or in your case, shall we say, Megotyan, American.
No, I Megotyan.
Haila. But a lot of people would then say, oh, Megotyan, because in their mind, American is an adjective.
Right.
and it is an adjective in English. But in Chinese, it is an adjective too, but it ends in yan, person, which is a noun.
So you have to have a verb, hai.
Yeah, then you have to have the verb to be or hai, because that's your identity. It's like saying or hai lam yan, I am male person. Or hai lo yan, or hai lo wai yan, I am Norway person. But all the other, the real adjectives like ho go, ho fei, ho dong, ho yit, ho tall, fat, cold, and hot, no high. It's because that's not your identity. It's just a fleeting description of you or feeling.
That's
why.
Ho yit.
Or ho yit.
Ho yit.
Yeah. So you use ho, it's like well, in this case, well, I'm well hot, or ho yit. But there's no risk of being ho yit in upper New York province now, eh?
Not today. Not until I light the fire.
Oh no!
I've chopped my wood. I've chopped and split and stacked my wood, so I'm prepared.
Oh, well done. And what's the name of your village again?
It's called Cazenovia. It is named after a Dutchman of the 18th century, Theophilus Cazenove.
I have to come. Have you invited me? Now you have to do it because you're on the program.
Well, you have an open invitation.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. We're surrounded by forests and dairy farms, and it's several miles to the nearest store of any sort.
And you also said that there's a great Chinese market 40 minutes drive away.
The city is Syracuse, and it's a large city, and it has a vibrant ethnic community, a variety of ethnic groups, including a good-sized Chinese population.
What would be a cool greeting, because they don't think you speak Cantonese probably, do they?
Well, no, I come in and I say Josan, and they chuckle, so they know right off the bat.
Yeah, because it's afternoon when you say it.
Right now it's not Josan, so I guess you'd say Leho.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've forgotten, how do you do the past tense? If I wanted to say, for example, I lived in Hong Kong for 5 years.
There is no basically, yeah. And now, illustrious listeners, sit up and take note, because guess what? What makes Cantonese so damn easy? There is no past tense.
Right.
You just put it in before, the word before, which is eating.
Eating.
Og eating hai Hong Kong ju mlin.
Or eating hai Hong Kong ju mlin. Right.
Mlin, hai eating. Hai. So just think you're up to your chin in water or something. That means just make it. Just think the chin on your face. I can make it into a memory aid. But it means before. Anything with chin is before. But it's also before, as in front of.
Right. Eating.
Yeah, that's right.
Eating sai Hong Kong ju mlin.
Sai, what's sai? No.
Mandarin. So
yeah, that's right.
What
you
is,
know those
what
memes where Batman hits Robin?
Yeah. Pow, kaboom!
Yeah. I'm doing that now.
So say it again in Cantonese, please.
Hi. Or eating hai Hong Kong ju.
Gong ju.
Mlin.
Hai la.
Oh, this is so great. Oh, ah-Dak. Yeah, by the way, do you remember what ah-Dak means?
Something like illustrious, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think that's why they called me that, because
no, they wouldn't have called you illustrious. Only no. I do that. No, it means virtuous, which is so much more fitting.
Well, My colleagues, because I have a doctorate, I always used to be called Dr. Woz or Doc Woz. And I think that may have been another reason that they chose ah-Dak.
Ho, ho, ho. On that hysterically happy note, I will cut off the electricity for tonight because we live in Europe now, and we're poor. So I must thank you so much for turning up with the time difference and everything. I really appreciated that, Doc.
It was my pleasure.
So shall we say it in unison?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Bye-bye. You do it. You do it. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.